Hi everybody, Mark Lawrence once again for the college football videos here at Playbook.com with my top tips and observations on this week's football card. And the big news in football and college this week was the release of the BCS polls, the first of the year, and the surprise had to be Florida State number 2, Oregon number 3. We looked inside it to find out why this happened in this week's Playbook Football Newsletter, and what we found was Florida State in games against FBS teams this year are 21-12, whereas Oregon in games against FBS teams are just 18-24. That being the reason, it's Florida State number 2 and Oregon number 3 in the first BCS poll. Looking inside the stats from our Midweek Alert football newsletter this week, we note there are 7 teams playing on the football card that are undefeated in the stats this year. 2 teams which have yet to win the stats going winless ITS this year. The big surprise out of all these teams, how about Western Kentucky? One of the 7 teams in college football this year that's won the stats in every game they've played. Be sure to get your copy of the Midweek Alert newsletter now, just in time for the football weekend at Playbook.com. Moving on now to my college football top stat play of the day. We know that North Texas travels to southern Mississippi. North Texas comes in off back-to-back wins. This football team hasn't won 3 games in a row since 2004, and in fact is just 1-24 straight up in games off a win. Stay at home with Southern Mississippi, plus the points against North Texas for our college football stat play of the day. And our value play of the day in college football today, that would have to be my 5-star college football game of the month going Saturday. We're documented on this football play. Awesome 59-28 in this play since 1990. You can hop on board now, get it part of a $99 football weekend of winners when you call me toll-free next at 1-800-321-7777, or you can log on to the website, get the college football 5-star game of the month pay after you win at Playbook.com. Our value play on the football card Saturday would have to be against Louisville when they play South Florida. We note, talking about value, last year Louisville was a 6-point home favorite against the Bulls. On Saturday, they're a whopping 20-point road favorite, despite the fact they had a bubble burst. Their perfect season was ruined last week. Stay at home with the Bulls of South Florida for our value play on Saturday's football card. Until next week for the college football videos, once again, this is Mark Lawrence, reminding you to always remember to bet with your head, not over it, and good luck as always.